Zach Detmore here with another video that's boring about organization in construction. And today I'm talking about something we all love, ordering doors. Who doesn't love ordering doors? So ordering doors can be a little bit difficult because it's easy to get confused if you're like me and you get confused easily. So what I did was I made up the little sheet. You could download it at detmore.com/resources just to help me when I was measuring doors, keep my thoughts organized. So the first thing I would do is come up with the room name. So I was sure not to measure things twice, and then hopefully when it came and the lumberyard dumps a bunch of doors at my feet, I know where they go. The next thing would be the door width, the door height, the jamb width, which is really the depth. So is it 4 9/16? Is it a 2x6 wall? Is it a random old house with, true 4-inch studs with lath and plaster? So that could be a custom measurement. What's the door thickness? A lot of times you'll get doors that are thin, but then maybe I've had jobs where every door was 1 3/8, but then we had a bunch that were 1 3/4 because they were elevator doors, or they were fire doors, or it was a door for a wine cellar, or it's an exterior door. Will you get them drilled? This is important. Sometimes if you can have them drilled for pocket doors, you could save a lot of money that way. Hinge color. They're going to be, often if they're pre-hung, they're going to be shipped with hinges, so you may as well get the right one. Are they squared off hinges? Are they rounded hinges? What direction is the door swinging? And the way to figure this out is something I would call ass to brass is the easiest way to remember. So put your hind quarters against the jamb with the hinges behind you. That's the brass, right? And go like this. Is it swinging to the right or is it swinging to the left? If it's swinging to the right, it's a right-hand swing. If it's swinging to the left, it's a left-hand swing. Ass to brass is easy to remember. And does it have a sill? What color is the sill? And then there's some details at the top about if you're measuring rough openings, that a rough opening should be about 2 inches wider than the door and about 2.5 inches taller than the door in general. And I put that up there just because sometimes people who work for me would forget that, or I would forget that. It's easy if you don't do it every day to measure an opening when you're framing and say, yeah, 36-inch door, 36-inch opening, moving on to the next thing, but you need that extra room for the jamb thickness. So that's it. Hopefully this video helped you get a little better at measuring doors. This isn't anything complicated, but it is something that I've screwed up enough to realize probably should get a little more organized doing this. See you next time for another video about organization.